Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Like I promised in my last video, I'm here to review the pieces I've got from the Sézane Editions Act 1 and also a few other pieces I got from their spring collection in general. If you're new to the Lydia Edit, this is a channel where I talk about French fashion and beauty from an industry insider perspective, and I do a lot of Sézane hauls and try-ons, especially for mid-sized people, but in general for everyone. And this is why we're here today, so if you're ready, let's go. First thing we're going to talk about is this beautiful set composed of the Claire blouse and the Sophie skirt from the Sézane Editions collection. This is usually a collection for special occasions that they bring out every year. I went through the lookbook in this video right here and I decided to go with this wonderful set. This is a set that came out in a lot of colors. All of the other ones were monochromatic, but I chose the floral pattern. And as you can see, it has a very big flowers and a lot of different colors. I think it's a mix of cool tones and warm tones, so in the end they really balance each other out. I was in love with the flowers and I was in love with the colors as well, so I had to try it. Speaking of the assessment of the quality, right off the bat, these are lined. This is something that doesn't happen every time, but because this collection is a little bit more expensive and it's meant to be more qualitative pieces, then you definitely have the lining inside. Both the blouse and the skirt are made of 55% linen and 45% cotton. The other lining is viscose. I like that this is a piece that can be washed at home in a gentle wash, 30 degrees, and it can also be ironed at home at 110 degrees. We're talking about Celsius degrees here. And I think that helps a lot of us with our lifestyle. It's definitely thinner than I expected, and nevertheless, I think it's very qualitative as well. Everything seems to be fine with the lining and the seams. And as you can see, this is a set that looks really, really stunning and elegant if put together, but you can also just wear it separately and tone it down a little. I will show you how. Now, what I'm going to say is that these two pieces, they are a blend of different styles, and I think this is why they can suit a larger style palette, because if you think about it in terms of personal styling, both pieces have cuts that fall into different style categories. So for example, the cut themselves are very chic and classic as well. They're very sleek. Both the pattern, the colors makes it suitable for bohemian style, and also the fact that the Claire blouse is cropped makes it suitable for a bohemian style. And same thing with the Claire skirt. The sleek line of the cut, it's clearly very chic, but it's also very feminine with the little slit on a side, and the floral pattern and the length of the skirt as well makes it so that even if you have a bohemian style, you will definitely fall for this piece. So I tried this set with a lot of different shoes just to make you understand how it can be toned up or down depending on the shoes that you wear with it. So it looked really amazing with my golden block heel ankle boots, and it actually worked really, really well with my sneakers as well. I tried it also with the slingbacks, the Paula Babies, which we're going to review later on, and it was equally beautiful. So it's really something that you can wear with a lot of different accessories. Speaking about accessories, I paired it with these wonderful earrings. They're from a Spanish brand called Vanagloria Joyas, or Vanagloria. These earrings, you guys, this is not sponsored in any way, but they are earrings that I used on a day of my wedding registrations, and they are the most versatile earrings ever. Let me show you why, and then we'll go back to the Sézane outfit. But basically, you can detach the flower and you can have just hoops, which I wear on a regular basis. And watch this. It's so clever because they also come with these beads, so you can wear the beads on their own, but again, you can take the mother of pearl flower, just wear the mother of pearl flower as well. So it's really clever. It's like 4-in-1 earrings and totally worth the money. As I mentioned, this is not sponsored. I just bought these earrings after years and years of eyeing them one of the best purchases of 2023. You can check them out. I will leave the link down below. It's not sponsored, it's not affiliate, genuine recommendation because I love them so much. Anyway, coming back to the set, this is a set that I've tried also in different combinations, because when something is that expensive, of course we're gonna think about it in terms of a statement piece, and it's fine if statement pieces are there and we only use them like 10 or 20% of the time because they are, as I said, statement pieces, right? But I really love it when I can also reuse them a little bit and get just a longer use out of the things I buy. So I tried this set with different options. I tried the Claire blouse on its own with my Melchior pants, and it looked absolutely stunning, which leads me to believe that this piece will also look stunning if you pair it with white shorts for the summer, or also jeans shorts and we really dress it down. There's something about the blouse that you need to know. You can clearly see from this that it has a very low back. And of course, if you're like me, you cannot not wear a bra or something that holds your boobs up. There are then two options. One of them is getting a bra like this one from Intimissimi. However, since it's a crop top, you probably have a problem of seeing the straps on the front. And the second bra that you can try, and that I will personally try, is this one because it seems to have a very low back as well. If that isn't enough, the other option would definitely be boobs tape. Now, in terms of boobs tape, I don't recommend any boobs tape. I have personally tried Perky Pair. A company from the UK does them, and they are just genius. They're the greatest. Almost looks like you have a boob job, and I wish I could wear them every day, but of course, you know, it's adhesive, so I wouldn't recommend wearing it every day. But with things like this, it's totally worth it, and it's also sweat resistant, so it's really good. And of course, the skirt is a little bit dressier, but pairing it with a t-shirt also worked really well in dressing it down and possibly getting more wear out of it. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. As I mentioned a while ago, I really evaluated what I had in my wardrobe, and one thing that stood out to me was that I didn't have enough pieces, enough dress up pieces for work events, which are still informal, but since I work in the cosmetic industry, my company is very fashion forward, and in these events, work events that we have twice or three times a year, everyone is really elegant, and I'm more of a everyday elegance kind of person, so I always feel like I'm dressed down. So this set will come in really handy. But I also like the fact that I can wear the blouse and the skirt separately and really get more use out of it. Just imagine it with a pair of simple sandals, nothing too dressy. You can really get this bohemian vibe, maybe, you know, with curly hair, with my hair up and the scarf. And I absolutely love that these pieces also suit my lifestyle. I don't have to dry clean them all the time. I don't have to bring them to a professional. I don't have to hand wash them either. I'll give you a little spoiler, but I also absolutely wanted to try the Tiberio blouse, which really caught my eye a while ago. But you know, it came out really early, and it was still super cold here in Germany, so I really didn't want to buy a t-shirt. I got very lucky that it's still on stock, and I mean, look at this. I think it was a real eye catcher for me. It has this metallic texture, but it's still very flowy and very light. And the little detail with the buttons here just made a huge difference for me, because these are buttons that you can also open down, so you can really tweak the neckline however you want. And the other thing I really liked about this model is that sleeves are really long, and I think a lot of us can appreciate that. Now, in terms of the quality of this, I have mixed feelings. So the first thing that really caught my eye is, as you can see, it has a lot of wrinkles, which of course caught my attention because it may be a piece that requires a lot of ironing every time. It may be a piece that you wear once and then you have to iron constantly. Then also in terms of the seams, as you can see, there are threads coming out. So that's something I really didn't like. But this t-shirt is more expensive than usual t-shirts. You know, it's not an H&M t-shirt where I would expect it. This is a Sézane t-shirt, so But I think the thing that really made my mind up is actually the composition and the fact that this is 75% viscose and 10% virgin wool, and then there's some polyester, polyamide. So, you know, it's weird to me that a t-shirt would be made of wool, because usually you wear these pieces when it's kind of warm outside. So naturally, if you wear wool when it's already warm outside, you would definitely sweat. And this is a dry cleaning only t-shirt. So I guess it depends on where you live and the kind of person you are, but I live in a country that is basically cold 10 months a year. We go from very, very cold to very, very hot. I basically don't see myself wearing this t-shirt once and then having to bring it to the dry cleaners. You know what I mean? I think it just doesn't suit my lifestyle. And I think if you want a piece like this, it's definitely an eye catcher. I would love to keep it, but in the end, it doesn't suit my personal lifestyle. So if you have the weather that goes with it, and if you're not a person who's always constantly cold, and then when the weather is super, super warm, you're also very, very hot and you sweat a lot, maybe you can get by with it. Nevertheless, it looks so amazing, and I just had to try it. What do you think of it? The last thing I got are a pair of Paula Babies. Now, these ones really caught my eyes. I was never into slingbacks, but of course, you know, seeing them everywhere now, I almost got into it, and I had to try the Paula Babies because this is my favorite color. So I mean, look how pretty it is. I thought for me the advantage of a pair of shoes like this is that since I wear orthopedic insoles, I could slide my orthopedic insoles in them, and this part of the shoe would keep it, while this other part would be a little bit more open and, you know, fresher. These shoes are made of goat leather, patent goat leather. And I have to say, I'm very surprised, because let me tell you a little something. When I switched from academia, so from being a researcher to industry, I worked for almost 3 years for a famous Italian shoe brand that is everywhere. You know, it's a multinational now. I obviously learned a lot about leather and shoes, and I'm really, really picky and particular about shoes. I almost can't wear any other brand but that brand. Obviously, every now and then I fall for the look. And I was so surprised that this patent leather is super soft. I really didn't expect this, but it's goat leather, so of course goat leather is always a lot softer than regular leather. I was equally happy that the shoe is really large here. I mean, I have very, very thin feet, but with my insoles, of course, I have to wear one size up. The heel is also very, very comfortable. I mean, it's massive. It's a massive heel, and it's not super high, but it's still a heel that gives you a little something something to your silhouette and your allure. I found them super, super comfortable, and I would totally keep them if it weren't for my tendinitis and my need for insoles. Not that these shoes don't keep the insoles there, they actually do, and you can barely see the insole. The thing is that if you're like me, I obviously need a lot of support on this side, and slingback shoes, they don't support me enough. They really don't support me enough on this side. I need something that is closer and that has a very, very good catch on my ankle so that my foot can stay up, because it's also a tendinitis given to me by my flat feet. And my feet tend to go like this a little bit on the inside. So I need something to grab my feet and pull them up. So if you have the same problem, I wouldn't recommend to get them. But if everything is fine with your feet, I definitely recommend them, because I'm so impressed by the patent leather. Usually patent leather is not that soft, but this one is patent goat leather, so it's super soft, it's super large. Overall, really nice shoes, but unfortunately they're not for me. Can't imagine how sad I am about it, because the color is just perfect, the height of the heel is just perfect, but yeah, it's just so sad. I'll leave the link down below for perky pairs, for the bras, for all the pieces that I've tried in this video, and also for my jewelry and for my makeup as well, if you like it. I always think of makeup as part of the whole outfit, to be honest, and which is why you always see me meshing it to some parts of my outfit. You know, like I have a little lilac eyeshadow that's exactly the same color as my knit here. This is from Violette Fer. It's called Nuage de Lilas. And so is the blush, by the way. These are two Violette Fer blushes mixed in. It's Melanie and Louise. Everything will be linked down below. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know what your favorite pieces are. We got something from the Sézane Editions collection. If you're looking for more Sézane reviews, you can check out this playlist right here and you can subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye!